To Jackie Trad, who is speaking in Brisbane. Let's hear what she has to say.
I have admitted that I have made a mistake. I've also publicly apologised for this, and I wish to do so again. I want to apologise to the Premier, to my colleagues, to my community and all Queenslanders. But most importantly, I also want to acknowledge that this has been a very difficult time for my family, and I want to apologise to them as well. I'm glad the CCC has found no evidence of dishonesty or corruption, but that doesn't change the fact that I made a mistake. The Premier has determined that I will no longer have responsibility for the Cross River Rail project, and I absolutely accept that decision. The Premier has a right to expect the highest standards from all of her ministers, and on this occasion I did not meet those standards. I respect and I accept the decision that she has made. I also note that the CCC has made some further comments in relation to improving and updating the processes around conflicts of interest, and the Premier has said that she will be implementing those recommendations in full. I'm now focused on doing what we have been doing for the past 4.5 years, and that's putting Queensland's interest first, putting the jobs, the economic growth, the frontline services that Queenslanders need our government to deliver first and foremost in all the things that we do. I'm looking forward to getting on with the job.
Deputy Premier, is it right for you to stay in that position as the Deputy Premier, given that you've admitted that you have breached both the Ministerial Code of Conduct and the handbook?
Well, I refer you to the CCC's assessment, and I do want to note that it was a very thorough assessment. A 10-page document was released today. They found absolutely no evidence that would suggest that I acted in any way dishonestly or in a corrupt manner. So I think, given that they have made their assessment, and the Premier has been very clear about the response that she has meted out in response to that assessment.
So it was a mistake and oversight. How would you characterise it?
So I failed to complete a disclosure process. That's what happened. And as the CCC said in their report, they have found no evidence of any dishonesty or corruption.
Are you going to release the advice of integrity?
Yes.
It will happen today.
It will happen today. Thank you.
What did you actually breach in terms of the cabinet handbook? The Premier says it was a breach. Is there anything in particular?
Well, the Cabinet Handbook is online, Patrick, at 1.3.1. Well, what I didn't do was I didn't declare the property.
Sorry, was that declared on the pecuniary interest register and also?
I didn't finalise the declaration on the pecuniary interest register. As the Clerk of the Parliament said in response to some of the public statements I made previously, we did have a number of conversations about two things that needed updating. That included the property, and I supplied information, and I didn't follow that up with signing Form 3.
And the other element was the declaring of a potential conflict of interest.
It was the declaration of the purchase of the property. The declaration of the purchase of the property.
Yeah, so separate to the pecuniary interest register.
That's right. That's right, Sarah.
The CCC says you didn't dispute that you didn't make that declaration in the meeting. Is that correct?
That's in their statement, yes.
Right.
Sorry.
When will you sell the house?
Oh, well, can I say I have not had any time to look at that. It will be sold as soon as possible.
And confirming your parliamentary salary is pegged to Deputy Premier, isn't it? So there'll be no change in that by losing Cross River Rail, is that right? It doesn't change?
I suspect not. I again refer you to publicly available documents, Patrick. It has a minister's wage, a backbencher's wage, and the Premier, the Leader of the Opposition. So it's all there. It doesn't. It's not framed around particular portfolios.
Are you still committed to running next time in South Brisbane?
I've answered that question repeatedly, and it won't be any different. Yes, I am. Well, can I refer you to, I think it is page 3 of the CCC's assessment report. It details very clearly most of the instances in relation to this event or the failure to finalise my disclosure. So I think it's all there in black and white from the CCC.
Two more questions,
Would
guys.
you admit that this has damaged the government's reputation, and in particular the reputation that the Premier set out as being an open and transparent and honest government when she came into power?
Well, I think the CCC has said that I'm not a dishonest person. So I think what has happened was the length of time that this has been under assessment has allowed for a whole range of people to make assertions, particularly the LNP. They have found to be not true, but that doesn't change the fact that I made a mistake. And having made that mistake and having put the Premier and my colleagues in that position, and also, I think, giving rise to concerns from Queenslanders, for that I'm deeply disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm very sorry about that. But as I said, this was not intentional. It was not deliberate. It was a mistake, and I think the Premier is right to ensure that there is a reasonable response to that mistake.
What have you guys learned from this saga, from this experience, from the process?
Oh, I think there's been a lot of learnings, but right now I have a 12-year-old who has not had his mother for a week, and it's his birthday today, so I need to go and be a mother, and I need to make sure that he gets some time to celebrate a very important milestone. Thanks, guys.